Hello, today I am sick. But aside from that, welcome to my channel. Today I'm here to discuss some news that broke out on the internet. We're going to be talking about the OnlyFans chick by the name of Lilly Phillips. Like many OnlyFans creators, she quit college to focus on what she saw as a better path for her future. Ugh. Some fellow by the name of Josh Peters worked with her to make a documentary. The documentary is about giving away money to the poor, is what I would say if I weren't lying. They made a documentary about Lilly Phillips sleeping with 100 men. Ooh, this ought to be great. I actually sat down and watched the entire documentary. It's on YouTube, and it's 47 minutes and 39 seconds long. Yes, almost an hour of greatness. What am I doing with my life? Anyway, the documentary is essentially a day in the life of Lilly. They spent some time roaming the streets, but most of it was indoors. Wink wink, I'm joking. No, they don't Most of it takes place in her house, where they discuss the business side of her life. They cover things like requests that she gets, and the skimpy outfits that she wears for her fans. At one point she was asked if she's ever received some weird requests, and she shared this gem.
You ever received any scary message on here, that like something that frightened you or made you feel unsafe?
Some people's requests are sometimes way too much. Like I had literally last week, like, can you put a bag over your head and pretend to be like suffocated? It depends obviously on the request, but stuff like that I probably won't do. I don't want to encourage it. Like that, for me, I don't think that's doing helping
What if someone
society.
offered you $1 million to do it?
I probably would bend my morals for that, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Someone requested that she wears a bag over her head and act as if she was suffocating. What an absolute weirdo. I get that people have their fetishes, but this one is just absolutely uncalled for. At the very least, request something more normal, not just plain weird. You must be seriously sick in the head if you get turned on by the thought of someone suffocating with a plastic bag, of all things. Oh, and there's this part of the documentary that made me laugh.
Is it that you're going to get him to eat his own semen?
Yeah.
Okay. So okay.
You ready to be my pathetic little loser for the next 3 minutes? I want you to take it and eat it. Well done, thanks for being my loser. Bye.
That was very interesting.
It's kind of fun, you're kind of like playing an acting role.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Bro was just sitting there awkwardly waiting for her to finish one of her requests for a buyer by role-playing. Also, think about this for a second. This girl made a 30-second to a minute-long video degrading someone and got paid a ridiculous amount of money. Meanwhile, there are people out there working heavy, back-breaking jobs to support their families. Yet here's this chick selling her dignity for what's essentially an infinite money glitch. There's this 18-year-old who entered the 100-man challenge just to lose his virginity to Lilly Phillips.
2006.
Oh my God.
So
how does that make him? So 18.
18, yeah. I mean, he does like 18, doesn't he? Hey there, I know I'm late, but would love to you and lose my virginity.
He actually said lose my virginity. He needs to get his spelling fixed.
Bro, why? There are so many women out there, and you want to lose it to an OnlyFans girl? Are you okay in the head? You have so many options at your age, and this is what you're choosing? You need help, man. Sure, it's your life and you can do whatever you want with it, but come on. Also, learn to spell lose. Anyway, moving on. Lily mentions that her mom calls her every day to check up on her.
Our filming was interrupted briefly by a phone call from Lily's mother. Apparently, she calls Lily every day.
Mum always call me every day. What have you been up to today? I'm just getting railed, what are you? No, they're just always checking in on me.
Just your average phone call with your mother, nothing out of the ordinary. What are you up to today? Just getting railed? How about you? That's a great answer, not gonna lie. Later, Lily opens up about her online presence and how people perceive her. She shares how belittled she's treated by the online community.
Are there days where you second guess it ever?
Not particularly. There are days where I'm sat here on a Sunday, I am feeling a little bit more lonely. My friends have all got boyfriends, and I'm like, you know, I see a comment and people are like, God, no one's ever gonna marry you or something like that. And that can definitely like make me feel a little bit like, oh God, have I chose the wrong career? But like, I just totally love my job. But just like people talking about your body constantly, how you look. Every day someone like picking at you. I think that's the hard part. And also just the pure fact that people think so much less of you.
Yeah.
Before anyone ever meets you, they already perceive you to be something. I think now I'd find it hard to make friends in terms of like real friends that really just see me for who I am and not like, oh, like porn star online, whatever, this kind of like persona.
Yeah.
Also just like all of social media, like everyone is preying on your downfall. Banks don't allow you to bank with them. Your Instagram's trying to get shut down. Like, you know, it's just like the little things that's just like, no one likes what you do. And everyone just thinks less of you, basically.
Nah, you can't have it all. You have to make a sacrifice. You can't whine and cry about wishing for respect in real life or in social media when you're throwing away your dignity for money and clout. Don't get me wrong, I get that this clip is meant to be sentimental. She's speaking from the heart how she really feels as a person, outside of her OnlyFans persona. Part of me wants to feel bad for her because I understand her point, but it doesn't matter. Her life, her choice. You can't have it all. Josh later connects to another OnlyFans creator known as Alex, or the Queen of Southampton, and asks what she thinks about Lily's decision with sleeping with 100 men in one day. Alex says she finds it really sad and worries about Lily's mental and physical health. Honestly, she's not wrong. Think about it, or don't if you don't want to. I won't go into detail because it's gross, but the idea of doing the deed of 100 men in one day? That's not normal. I don't think Vegetas are built to handle that. It sounds painful. Also, I read the first comment in the video and it says this. This isn't empowerment. This is self-harm. She and those men are doing terrible harm to themselves. Prayers to them.
OnlyFans creator Lilly Phillips is planning to sleep with 100 men in a single day for OnlyFans content. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's really sad. I just worry about her mental health. I'm hoping it's a hoax and it's not gonna actually happen. I don't know. From what I've seen of her, I think she's like young and beautiful. I don't think she has to sleep with 100 guys in one day for attention. I don't know. It's like medically, is she going to be in a lot of pain? Mentally, you're going to be known as the girl that shot 100 guys in one day, and I think that's really sad. The problem is that when you sign up to objectifying yourself, it's like you're signing a deal with the devil. Like, no one is going to see you as a human being. It gets to the point where everyone objectifies you. That's the reality of it. You're like the cash cow.
I couldn't agree more. When you think about it, this is self-harm, and she's putting it out there for the public to see. Truly humiliating. After the sex party, Lily was asked how it went.
I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Why not?
I think if you're a different type of girl, it's very like, it's kind of like being a prostitute in a sense of like, it's just a different feeling. I don't know how to explain it. Like,
It's not like just having sex with someone.
yeah, just one in, one out. Like, it feels intense.
Like more intense than you thought it might.
Definitely.
Sorry. Okay. It's okay. Just take
Yeah, 1 minute.
And that's what's making you feel emotional, is that maybe you think you didn't give some guys a good enough time today?
Yeah, and it's hard, I think, having the interactions with them when they're like, what, you're not going to make me finish? I've come all this way. Like, kind of like guilt tripping me a little bit. I felt bad, like some people just travel so far, like I didn't want to give them a shit time and like come away from this and be like, oh, that was shit.
She got emotional thinking about what she put herself through. She said she got upset because some of the men had less time with her due to how unorganized the whole thing was. But I don't buy it. I think she's covering it up, how traumatized she felt during the entire ordeal. This is the kind of decision you can't take back. It's like making a deal with the devil. You sell your soul for money and clout, but at what cost? All I gotta say is, Jesus Christ didn't die for this. That wraps up this degeneracy. If there's one thing to take away from this documentary, it's this. If you're willing to lose your soul, let no tears be shed. For excuses die where the path is led. Had to go full Dr. Seuss there. Anyway, stay cozy and stay tuned.